Hello and welcome back to the channel, and today Hot Toys announced two figures, with the second being this Ahsoka Tano figure from the Clone Wars, obviously. So I think the figure looks great. For me it's an instant buy, as I'm sure it is for many people, but I can imagine this is going to ruffle some people the wrong way. And it's interesting because this is a figure that so many people have asked for such a long time, and it's obviously going to be impossible for everyone to be happy, but the head sculpt. So, personally, I think it looks quite good. You've run into the problem now where Hot Toys have done the realistic look for everyone, and now they're doing a figure where there's no sort of real life comparison for them to base the figure off. So with the Clone Wars Anakin, we get the Episode 3 Anakin head sculpt. So this it's highlighted in this photo where you have the Episode 3 Anakin with a more animated style for Ahsoka, and it sort of blends, but you've got so much textural detail here with this version, and this definitely looks on the more sort of cartoony side, just where, I know they've tried to add in as much battle damage as they can. You've got scuffs on the shin pads and on the braces on the arms, but the whole costume is so simple that it obviously gives off that cartoon vibe, especially just this basic sort of tunic piece. So the figure alone looks amazing, I think, and the other problem is you're going to get these creases. They can't even edit them out. That's how bad they're going to be. So if you want to articulate this figure, it's going to be a bit of a nightmare in this sort of abdomen area. The rest of the figure is very poseable, obviously. These are just, the legs are just stretchy material, so you can do whatever you want with those, but as long as you don't sort of run into this piece, then you'll be fine. The other one is the seamless arms, so I know a lot of people don't like them. Whatever way they go, no one's happy, so I think this is the best option, to be honest, for this figure, because it would just look weird with exposed joints. So I don't mind them. A pose like this looks good enough anyway, so my favourite pose is this one. So you could get you can obviously get the figure into this pose with no bending of the arms. The only thing you're possibly stressing is that piece. So I'd love to do this pose, and I do plan to get this figure, so I don't we'll have to see how damaging this pose is to the figure, but hopefully not too much. Obviously only this piece here. So yeah, sorry, I got waylaid. Going back to the head sculpt, obviously it's more of that Clone Wars-esque head sculpt cartoon, because they've got no physical person to base the figure off. Only in the upcoming Mandalorian Season 2 is there anyone to remotely base this figure off, but at the same time she's a lot older in that, so that's not really a fair comparison. So I don't really mind the more cartoony look. They've obviously tried to get it as realistic looking as they possibly can, and the more I look at it, the sort of more I see it. At first I was like, oh, that's a bit weird, but I don't mind so much now. And I mean, I was sort of happy with it in the first place. I still think it looks like her. Maybe the lips are a bit too big. I'm not sure. I might just be remembering wrong, but yeah, as I say, a lot of people are just going to be a bit upset about that, because it's not just the pure Clone Wars look, and it's also not a pure realistic look, so it's sort of this weird blend. I mean, they've obviously tried to get it as realistic as they can, but if you don't like the look of this head sculpt, then they're not going to do a full animated version, unfortunately. So this is going to be the best that you're going to get. So whether or not that's a problem for you is your choice, but for me it's I'd rather get the figure than not get it at all. So as I say, this is a pretty much must buy for me. I just pray that they don't jack the price up to a stupid amount. Even this photo where you've got the like robe over the top with the helmets looks great. Obviously, if you get the deluxe version of the what's the 501st Trooper, you can recreate that, and that might be something people do. It'd be a shame to waste the helmets though on this sort of background when obviously the figure's going to be, you're mainly getting it for the figure, but it's still a nice diorama to kind of create, and I think she'll obviously look fantastic next to Anakin, and well, if you can sort of get over the difference in styles and her clone troopers. Again though, they're so battle damaged and she's really not got a lot. It's going to be a weird one, but we'll have to cross that bridge when we come to it. And this is perhaps one of the most exciting photos that is showcased. Like, not only have we got Ahsoka now, but pretty much they're going to make a Clone Wars Darth Maul, which I think a lot of people thought was inevitable, but now it's pretty much confirmed, and he looks amazing. I really can't wait for him. He's obviously one that I'm going to try and pick up. I love how the lightsaber's obviously different. I'm getting so waylaid talking about Darth Maul, but I feel like you have to with this photo. Yeah, I never picked up the original, which, like, I would like it, but if there's a sort of a Clone Wars version, I feel like I'd almost rather have the Clone Wars version over the original. Like, I don't know, the Phantom Menace version is obviously the most iconic version, but the Clone Wars one just looks amazing, and you're going to get the robotic legs, slight hint of it there, and it's just sort of that blend between the Solo version and the Phantom Menace version, because he's obviously a lot younger in the Clone Wars compared to Solo, so you're probably going to get the head sculpt from the Phantom Menace, which I think is the superior head sculpt, and you're getting the exposed tattoos from the Solo body, which, you know, those look really cool, and you're getting the robotic legs, which is a lot of people's favourite looks, so this is probably going to be the ultimate version of Darth Maul for a lot of people, as long as it comes with a nice amount of stuff. I hope it comes with that screaming head sculpt, because that was so wacky and brilliant that it'd be a shame if it didn't. But back to Ahsoka, she looks great. A lot of flaws for a lot of people, I imagine, but for me it's pretty fine. I can get over them, and if you don't buy the figure because of those, you're going to regret it. She's one that will absolutely skyrocket. Probably no matter how many sort of people. Obviously, it's going to be produced in a lot of numbers because people are really going to want this figure, but anyone that doesn't pick it up will instantly regret it, and you're going to have to pay a price. So I just recommend you get it now. If you don't like it in hand, then that's a different story altogether, but I think you should at least give it a chance, and for me it's pretty near perfect anyway. The head sculpt doesn't bother me. The material in the body, okay, I prefer it if it was different, but at least the legs are very poseable, and the arms at the upper joints are going to be poseable, so like you can work your way around it like they have here. And you're obviously getting the two lightsaber blades, and the one with the shorter one, which looks great. And yeah, I'm just overall very happy with this figure. So if you like what you saw, then please just leave a comment if you I'd like to hear your thoughts about what you think. So I'll catch you in the next video. Thanks very much for watching.